All right, we are doing a unique spin on Live from the Living Room. Like everyone else is, we are physically distancing right now. So we're just going to do a quick video to talk about what Allison has been doing. If you've seen her previous videos, you might recognize me. I'm Raleigh, her youngest and favorite daughter. So this is Allison's first Zoom. This is my mom's first Zoom. So if you hear some background commentary, she's actually at my sister, her second favorite daughter, right now. So the grandkids can help her with technical support if needed. So there's a little helper now.
Like I told you, I'm sure that this happens to Brad Thor all the time.
Absolutely, yes.
My favorite authors, I'm sure this happens to him.
Okay. Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. But it's working. You can hear me and I can hear you, right?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so how is physical distancing going? What have you been up to?
You know, since I live on a farm anyway with the horses, it hasn't been as challenging as many people would. It'd be very easy for me to become a hermit. So hopefully this won't last longer and nobody will ever see me again.
Become a hermit. I was going to say you were born for physical distancing. This is. So have you been doing any projects around the farm or anything like that?
Well, I'm back to riding. I was restricted for so long after I got run over by the four-wheeler. I was restricted, but I finally am able to ride the horses again and just finish this book.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about the book. Before we talk about the book, I want to show you what I've been doing.
Okay.
This is a surprise for her. All right, so I, hopefully I'm not the only one, but I have all these old pictures and I just throw them in a box and just dig through them on occasion. So I've been organizing them and sorting them and labeling them. I inherited my love of the label maker from you. And I came across these two pictures that I thought I'd share. All right, so here's the first one. Tell me, can you see this?
Yes,
That's
I see that.
You and Dad, when you were young and hip, somewhere in the snow in the mountains?
Yes, we were skiing up in Colorado.
So when would this have been?
Before children, BC.
Okay, so like early mid-70s?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, early 70s. Did a whole cross-country trek.
You cross-country skied and like camped out in the snow.
Yes, we did. Snow camping, ice camping, cross-country skied on mountains. I mean, what you should have had, downhill skis. It was fun.
So you've always made good decisions.
Yeah, oh yes, yes.
And then, do you see this one?
Yes, I do see that one.
So there's Allison there. This is me with the bowl cut. And then that's her second favorite daughter, Ashley, there.
Yes.
And then some of our old dogs. So
It's
it's really fun. I mean, I think that's kind of the silver lining for a lot of us in this kind of quarantine situation is doing stuff like this has just been put on the back burner.
And I have to put a disclaimer in. I did not do the bowl cut on you. That was when I went to, back then it was Yugoslavia and Hungary. You know, it was before the breakup. I was gone for 2 weeks. You had these delightful little long pigtails. I came back, and that's what your dad did to your hair while he was in charge of you.
So this guy here, who's not wearing a coat out in the snow,
he's the one that gave you the bowl cut too.
Made this happen.
Yes.
All right. Just so the viewers know. Yeah, we'll give the people what they want. All right, so we're here to talk about the book. Let's move on already. Let's talk about the book. All right, so I see the cover behind you. Do you have a copy of the book yet? Is it officially? Okay, you have a proof copy.
Yeah, I'll just hide behind it. Yes, it's a proof copy.
Okay, so tell us about the book.
This is actually the main character here. I don't know if you can see her well. This is Riley. She lives in Italy, in Umbria, north of Rome, and she's looking out over a balcony over vineyards that she owns. All right, tell you about the book. I'll tell you briefly about the main characters, and that's probably going to give you a better feel for it than me trying to pigeonhole it in a genre, which my books don't really fit in real well. The main character is Riley Barrington, woman. Riley is an international celebrity. She started out as a supermodel and transitioned into an international celebrity largely because of her altruism. And she donates a lot of money. She's become an international speaker for humanitarian causes. She's sought after as a guest of honor at international organizations for dinner, on talk shows. So she's a celebrity as well. But that's actually her cover. Riley is an elite assassin working for the government. Yeah, I know it sounds so crazy. Yeah, right. Supermodel assassin, which makes her cover so fantastic because it's so implausible. And it's hidden so well that only 3 people in the government know her real identity. And she's a lead assassin. She's good. Her code name is Angel, which the head of the organization gave her because she is sweet. She's very kind. She is known for being so humble. Nice. But Riley has decided she wants to quit. She's done after 4 years. Well, you can't really quit being an assassin because you know too many secrets.
You don't just send in your 2 weeks notice.
No. You know, we'll call up, hey, I'm done. You know, just send the check, whatever's left to me, and give it to me, whatever.
Okay.
Doesn't happen. Yeah. So the agency sends their top assassin, Azariah, a man, after Riley. Azariah is a good Old Testament name that has significance. I chose that deliberately, and it's talked about. Anyway, Azariah is sent for Riley, and Riley is his match. For him, at the top of his game, hence the title, The Ultimate Target, is codename Angel. He quickly learns she's not at all what the public thinks or even what the agency thinks. She's a scholar. She's very knowledgeable in world history, philosophy, for religion. She's a noted biblical scholar, which doesn't fit at all. And she keeps all that very quiet. That's not part of her persona. But she also seems to anticipate his every move as though she can read his mind. I mean, she thwarts every attempt he makes, hence the ultimate target. I just lost you. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I lost your picture. I don't know why. Would you go get, oh, you're back. I just touched the button. Here you are. Okay, so I'll just touch any buttons and who knows what'll happen. Maybe it'll start talking for me. I could just start talking and it'll talk. I won't stumble over words. Okay, next character then is Azariah, who I spoke.
Been in quarantine for too long.
All right, those are 2 characters. Third, Riley has a sister. Her name is Abigail. Abigail is a public defender with Cook County. Abigail is brilliant. She's never lost a case, which does not endear her to the state's attorney, who looks really bad, or even the police for that matter. When Abigail is viciously attacked, there's really only 2 people on her side. A homicide detective, Nick Fowler, he'll be part of the story, and of course her beautiful sister Riley, who is also a deadly sister Riley. It's not about like this go. No. The last character in the book that plays the part, so you have them, they're all in there back and forth, is Riley's best friend, Roberto. Roberto is Italian. He is a priest in Rome. Riley, as I said, lives north of Rome. Kind of when she started her career, she was only 16, so she was adopted by this Italian family and became part of their family. So Roberto is the brother in the family. Because of both of their backgrounds and knowledge, they have some really fun banter back and forth. I hope I did it sensitively with humor, because Riley calls them out on Christian history and biblical history without any problems at all. I think they're fun, their conversations back and forth. So those are essentially the 5 characters that are interweaving through this story. For me to say that it's a thriller, I think the thriller is just a setting for the story about Riley and the mystery about Riley. Who is Riley really?
Well, and so I was going to ask you kind of what genre it fits into, but you're right, because this is the first time I've gotten to read one of your books before it comes out. I got to read one of the proof copies. So I've actually read the book this time.
Help, that's nice.
But it's interesting because she is such a complex character that it is hard to classify it into, I mean, certainly it does have that spy thriller aspect, but it's a very, very complex characters. There's a lot more to it than just a spy story. I love a spy story. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's much deeper than that.
Yes, it is. It is, and there's a whole. I told you. I'm sure. You know, like I say, Brad Thor, lead child, Steve Barry, David Baldacci. I'm thinking of my favorite authors. I know this happens to them
Well,
too.
and here's the thing. This is your first Zoom call. Those of us who've been Zooming the last few months, that is totally normal. I've done lectures with a dog on my lap. We've had people come to the door. This is totally normal. So
yeah, they did keep the dogs upstairs
totally
for me. Totally normal.
Well, we're normal. He might not be normal, but the situation.
That's hurtful. The other thing I was going to say is, this is not a book to read ahead to see the ending. You know how some people do that? Some people don't. I understand, because I have a good friend who does that, and she says because she doesn't want to invest emotion in her characters and then find out they all die at the end or something like, like Old Yeller effect. She doesn't want the Old Yeller effect.
A spoiler alert, everyone.
Yeah. No, there's
no Red Old Yeller.
No, I do not allow horses or dogs to die in my books. It doesn't happen. But because there is a twist that occurs before the end, you don't want to read ahead in this one. Would you say so or not?
Yeah, I would say. I would agree.
Try not. Don't do it.
Yeah. So when can people read this book? When is it out?
It will be available actually in just a couple days. On Friday the 24th, it'll be available in ebook and paper book on Amazon.
Okay, so then go to Amazon. They can either search your name or search The Ultimate Target or Codename Angel, and they will be able to pull this as well as all of your other books up. In the past, we've always had book launches with book signings. Where do you stand with that? Some stuff's opening back up, but it's still questionable.
Yeah, I'm not ready to yet. I really want to, because it's so much fun. Meeting people who have read them, that's the most fun. But I'm just not comfortable doing it yet, here in Springfield, Illinois area. Not yet. Hopefully maybe later the fall, I'll feel that it's safe for readers and for me, to start having some. And I will post that on Facebook as well as my website, when we start doing that.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so Friday, July 24th, the book will be available in both via Kindle as well as paperback, available to order. What's next for you?
I did a blog once about the ladies are never satisfied. The ladies are the female characters of my books. And I think I finished a book, and then during the night, oh, there they are in the dream again. Well, Alison, this is what happened afterwards. You really should write this. So, it sounds
Are we talking sequels?
Yes, I think so. And I'm not too certain if it will be a sequel to Touch the Sky. I've had several readers that have requested sequel. They've even told me what time period they want Jennifer to see.
Oh.
Seriously, I've had several readers say that Jennifer
people
really
have demands.
Yes, that people she should see the Middle Ages. Well, that's 500 to 1500 AD. There's a 1,000-year period. I have started having daydreams and stuff, but I can't identify yet the period. So I'd kind of wait, for the story to come clear to me. It will, either at night when I'm sleeping or during the day. Or also the Confederate's Physician. That's been bombarding my head. It's a contemporary story where the descendant of Samantha from Confederate's Physician uncovers a diary that Samantha wrote, but she has her own conflict going out with Indians in the West and Mustangs. So I'm not too sure which one it's going to be, depending on who shouts the loudest.
You're not currently writing anything?
No, I've just started the research on the Middle Ages, what I've seen in my mind, trying to figure out what year was that? The pictures in my mind, what year was that?
Well, and you can't just Google pictures from the Middle Ages.
Well, like I said, it's a 1,000-year period. I have seen scenes.
There was a joke about there not being cameras in the Middle Ages.
Oh, I didn't even one new ones that they created. Oh, this
not
is
what I meant.
Oh.
Okay, I know one last question, because we like to keep these relatively short. So I know you don't read, you love to read, you read every genre there is. I know you don't read when you're writing. So since you're not writing right now, are you reading anything cool that you want to tell us about?
I just ordered Brad Thor's new book. It just came out this week. I just ordered it off Amazon. It should be here tomorrow.
Okay.
But I have, I'm behind on other ones too. But I did order that. I just zipped through his 18, 19 now of them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Okay, so The Ultimate Target, a very interesting thriller spy type novel, but with a lot of complex characters, fascinating characters, and interesting relationships with characters. I'm sorry?
And a mystery surrounding her, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would appeal to readers from different genres, from a variety of different genres. If you like mysteries or spy or thriller, yeah, I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people.
Because it is such a mix.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoyed it, and I would, I'd be honest with you. I enjoyed it. I think it's one of my favorites so far, and I think part of it is just the different layers to Riley.
Yes, there are a lot of layers. I had someone actually contact me today, who got to read an early copy, and he was saying it should be a movie, but he said, but where are you going to get those 4 Italian sports cars worth $3 million each? I said, maybe he would donate them. I don't know.
And there you go. It might appeal to car enthusiasts too. All right.
The line where Italian sports cars are in it.
Right. All right. Thanks, Al. Court, thank you for your technical assistance. And we will keep everyone posted on social media as well as the website. Make sure you're reading her blogs. There, if you get on Al's website, there's a link to it through her Facebook profile. She's blogging once a week.
I try to once a week.
About once a week. And they're just little glimpses about Al's life and what she's doing, and sometimes they're just funny stories. And so so make sure you're checking out those blogs as well. But we will keep everyone posted, and as soon as I get any info on when she might start writing, maybe we will drop a couple hints on here too. All right.
Thanks,
Al. Thanks, Court.